So before I start tinkering with the shelf where a valve is and where the new filters are, I decided to just quickly revisit it, hopefully quickly. I'm not sure how long this will take. Right now there are some paddings inside this unit, and I'm hoping to just kind of quickly take it apart and then just remove them, and that should be the fix. However, I did get myself a couple interesting knobs from the same place, the Loma switches. They are absolutely gorgeous. This is like a synth style probably knob at this point. So this is what's currently in the unit, and this is the next iteration of that. Quite impressive in size, but they still have the same housing. This might be a little bit overkill, to be honest with you guys. As you can see, like there is enough room, just enough if we were to really want to go for it. But I honestly think this looks ridiculous. I did say this about every single knob that I put in here. Okay, so here is the issue. Okay, so these are the pads that I put in here to help the movement. I thought that this was really like good for, especially for such a big knobs, because I was worried about the actual pentanometers. But they're kind of working right now. You see, it's kind of smooth, but yeah, but it's not quite. I mean, this one's smooth, this one's flying, but this one here is, it just has this kind of really strange feeling to it. So it is something's bothering it. I don't know what it is. Here, this one's really good. Look how much it's flying. This one, it's like something's like been glued or something. But again, I sprayed something inside. I don't know, maybe this is it. So yeah, we disassembled everything here. And let's take a look really quickly whether we could use these ginormous knobs in here without compromising the structure, because we are really close to this light here. Yeah, we need to be a little bit careful. So we have 2 millimeters here, and maybe 3 millimeters on the other side. This would require to take this light off. Like, this shouldn't be like totally difficult. Let me just quickly try something. Just on the pedal itself. So these are the converters. I forgot the size of them. I mean, surprisingly, this is very, very good. Like without the cover, it's pretty impressive. Again, it's really hard to imagine what it would look like, you know, unless we drill a hole. This is kind of how it looks so far up close. You see there's a tiny little bit over here. The drill keeps grabbing it. So I'm just going to use a tiny little bit of a Dremel here, smooth it out. Just touched up that little sharp edge where the drill was kind of biting. Now let's hope that the knob actually is able to fit. It doesn't. As you can see, I'm getting closer and closer to this middle part here, and yeah, I need to take this out somehow. I got it. Okay, so the trick is to use something like this and push it from this end, and then you can kind of squeeze these a little bit and then push it a little bit more. I did break or at least bend them, but I think this is salvageable. And this is what I was talking about. Look how ginormously close I am to breaking this. It's like one pass and this is done. What's interesting to me right now is that yes, we are through, but the question is like, are we within the center or are we like physically pushing this little guy, the adjuster, like left or right, because it does move. So my question would kind of be like, am I in the center of this, or am I skewed? And it's kind of hard to tell. But let's see. Maybe we'll be able to somehow live through this. All right. So this was positioned at 1 o'clock. No, I'm sorry, 11. Okay. So as you can see, the 11 o'clock is quite extreme. So let's kind of give ourselves an idea. So 11, right? 11, about 12, 1, 2 o'clock, about 3 here, right? And then we have slightly better bottom right corner. See how we're doing here with this. And this comes in from this end. Oh, look at that. We actually are through. No way. Alright, well, this is spinning freely. The skirt is a little bit touching, so it's just going to spin this a little bit here. So if we were to look at this area, so we have the most going on from this corner all the way to around here. And yeah, like there are some spots, but we could probably adjust this once the button is seated. So I'm putting a little bit of like extra layers here, and this way we're going to know exactly where the problems are. Yeah, it looks like a little bit at 11 here. Top right corner. And I would say that's it. So let's try that. There's a tendency to push this towards you. Okay, and as you can see, when that happens, we have some issues with the bottom. So we're going to tailor this. Here's the where the dial is pointing. So we're going to go to its default position. And you can see right away that this here is getting smaller. So as we turn, right, this opening widens, but then we are really close to this edge. Now, if I were to keep going to about over here, okay, something is rubbing against exactly this area. So it's like right where the light is. I am genuinely amazed at how close this is. It's just a hairline. It's unbelievably close. Let's really hope that, look at this. Oh my god. Look how thin that is. It's unbelievable. Hopefully it actually is stable enough to that is precision right there, ladies and gentlemen. If you were to have a circle, you can kind of tell that this right here just needs to be dipped a little bit. So we might just have a still opportunity, because I think we are okay in clearing this area, although, you know, it's quite close call anyway. I'm quite amazed how close we are to this light. If I were to zoom in, I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but let's see. Nice. See, if I were to zoom in, see, we're so close. Like the orbit at some point will reach almost at exactly, like there's like a slight hairpin left. It's not scraping over it, but it is absolutely the closest thing in the world. Is there any way I could even zoom in closer? All right, look, it's unbelievably close here, and but it's not scraping. Okay, as you can see, like these two corners, they tend to appear like they're wider, but when you start spinning, the orbit changes. Right here is it's getting smaller here, and the top still is a little bit wide, but then again, if I were to try and reach it, yeah, the bubble is there, but as we've tried before, it will do it anyway. Yeah, this is working, surprisingly. Okie dokie. One down, one more to go. So as you can see, oh God. Hopefully this could be even out, but yeah, it's a mess. All right. Yep, that's it. It's working. So this one. There we go. All right, it holds. It just barely like makes it. As a matter of fact, like, no, it barely makes it. Okay, so we're going to put this rubber gasket back. I think they call them grommets. In my world, I call them gremlins. Okay, so it's kind of sort of semi-assembled, if you will. Let me see here. I am instantly rubbing against something. What I'm rubbing against? Am I rubbing against the light? Check this out. So when this plastic piece here is inserted here, this button actually clears it. Okay. In here, if I were to start spinning this, you see it touches the bottom of the knob at this over here. Can we do anything about it? I was thinking to maybe like trim this a little bit, like these bottom pieces, but I don't know if this is going to help. It holds, but my God, it is spot on. Like, there's nothing like grabbing it or anything like that. Are we being bothered? No. Great. Okay, that has worked. That worked. All right. So right now, I think this is in really good shape. I think we might as well just go ahead and assemble it. All right, and there it is. My goodness gracious. I don't know whether this is still decent or not. I will have to take a look how it looks with the tube, but man, I'm gonna try to pull a footage of what it looks like originally and then just compare this. I mean, they're almost the same as the socket here, which is insane. Okay, so this little light just sticks out like just a touch, and if you were to push this knob all the way, you see like I'm pushing it and it just bumps into it a little bit. Otherwise, if you were to use it normally, it's fine. Hopefully you guys found this interesting. We went from quite small buttons, to slightly bigger, and then to basically the largest they have. If you were to ask me which one is the most, like, the best one, I think I would go with like those, the medium ones, the ones that I installed on the second valve. Those buttons work really well and just the most easiest to work with. I don't mind bigger ones. I think they look really, really cool, but if you just want to make a parody of valve and you want to go for the biggest ones you can possibly slice in here, then you probably would want to go with something like that. It is an overkill. You're going to start modding the actual light. You are cutting really close to the frame itself. Imagine if that frame had cracked, and yeah, it would kind of look weird. Just know that if I was able to splice these buttons in here, okay, then you can easily put the ones that I have in my other valve, right? And if you do screw up massively, you have so much more room to fix it, and you can install slightly bigger ones, as a kind of like a backup, okay? So seriously, all you need is a drill. Good to have a Dremel. Actually, yeah, I would say Dremel, drill, and you're good to go. Everything else is just a little bit of effort. It went through, but it did not cut all the way around. Unreal. This is Unreal Tournament. It literally melted it. Oh my god, what am I doing? To freaking cut a hole, dude. It's gonna spend here all day cutting this thing off.